was diagnosed with EDS finally in 2021, actually. So it's a pretty new diagnosis. I kind of fought to get that diagnosis and was originally told by the rheumatologist when I brought it up as a potential reason for my symptoms that I wasn't sick enough to have EDS. I can remember specifically a doctor's appointment at 10 years old when I was describing to my mom about my shoulder subluxing, basically. Like, I just remember it being like clicking and it feeling not like it was in place, and it had been like that for quite some time. The doctor kind of dismissed it, and there's a lot of things over the years of being told that I have anxiety or like there's nothing wrong. But in 2019 in the fall, I actually got Guillain-Barré, and they couldn't figure out why I wasn't recovering fast enough. I was in so much pain. I was in the middle of my occupational therapy program, and I had to drop out. I was in the middle of my last level 2 fieldwork that was supposed to be my residency site for my doctorate work. And that was a residency site that you have like 100 people interview for and 4 people get chosen. So it was incredibly painful to recognize that I had to leave that and I couldn't keep up with it. And all I wanted to do was get back and graduate. And I couldn't do that with my functioning that I was at. I was just in so much pain, so much fatigue. I just wanted to know what was going on so I knew how to make it better. My neurologist finally sent me to PT when I asked for it, and he was the first one to say, I have a couple of random questions for you. Like, do you find yourself that you're very flexible? Like, is red hair your natural hair color? And I was like, these are kind of like a weird line of question. And once I had answered yes to both of them, he kind of put me through the Baton scale and said, you're a 9 out of 9. I think your pain is due to hypermobility. You should look into that. And then I started to actually make sense of like my mom's health and my grandmother's health. Unfortunately, when I received my diagnosis for EDS, they had both passed. So she passed of some sort of blood clot. They weren't really sure exactly what the origin was, but she was having a lot of issues sleeping, a lot of issues with like joint pain and other things. Nobody would give her any referrals. Yeah, she had all the things that she normalized for me when I was growing up that I now know as POTS. Like, she's like, oh, I have that. It's hypoglycemia. You need to eat more. It's the only thing she knew to like validate like those episodes when she'd stand up too fast and everything would close in. I think it's so rough just to see that if she had access to some of the specialists and had somebody who was willing to listen to her, that she might still be alive today. It's hard to kind of look back and see like how the medical system treated her. I don't know that anybody would have listened to her if she had come with the EDS stuff. I think because so many people have just told them, like, you look fine, you do fine. I don't understand what the problem is. I'm just like, they're not. They're struggling, but having so many people tell them that they're okay, like, they just kind of continue to believe that. That can be really hard. It's a dynamic disability. We can look completely fine, but you have no idea what's going on inside our body, where the pain levels are, what we're being forced to kind of function with. And that I can go one day hiking for 4 miles and like grabbing lunch with friends, and then 3 days later be completely unable to leave the house. And that's the same person, and it's the same condition that like I'm living with.